All the clues. Steve from Blue's Clues went from beloved Nickelodeon star to shameless hipster. Blue Skidoo, Weekend 2. That's what we imagine every past and present Blue's Clues fanatic is saying now that Steve Burns is back doing what he does best, making kids smile. The titular star of the beloved Nickelodeon series just released Foreverywhere, a psychedelic rock children's album that he told DailyMail.com will be music to everyone's ears. The way we approached it was, Steve described, it is music that is for kids, maybe. And maybe some of it is for adults. But it's all definitely both. So what has Steve been up to since he ditched his green stripes and pleated khakis 15 years ago and headed to college? To put it succinctly, he's a total hipster thriving in the Big Apple. We're breaking down 5 clues, Blue style, that tell us Steve is living his best life, artsy Instagram feed and all. He's an indie singer-songwriter. If there's one vital credential for any credible hipster, it's to be musically inclined. Burns, now 43, released his first album, Songs for Dustmites, shortly after his Blue's Clues departure. Then 6 years later, Steve released his second album, Deep Sea Recovery Efforts. He is also really tight with the Flaming Lips, and collaborated with drummer Steve Drozd for their latest project. He's got the hipster look down pat. Funky, rectangular glasses? Check. Stylish aesthetic? Yup. Bald? Yes, but there's an explanation for that. Steve told the site of his exit from Blue's Clues, I was going bald and I kind of looked around and I'm like, the people who decided that I should wear these pants are not going to choose a wig with any dignity for me. It's just not going to happen. He's a walking, talking stereotype. And there's no one more in on the joke that he fits into the hipster cliché than Steve himself. From the slouch knit penny to locally sourced organic kale and a girlfriend scarf, this Nickelodeon alum knows damn well he's hitting the streets in all his hipster glory. Steve is also down to poke fun at all the death hoaxes he's been a part of over the years. So much so that he changed his Instagram and Twitter handle to @SteveBurnsAlive. I think I will always be known as the possibly dead guy from Blue's Clues and I'm very proud to have been on that show. It's always going to be something I'll be associated with, but that's a pretty good thing, I think, he shared. He's all about doing it for the Insta. One look at Steve's social media feeds, and you'll understand when we say he knows his filters. There's perfectly angled travel shots, graffiti art galore and the occasional wine glass cameo. Steve is also a bona fide foodie, and something tells us he'd never miss brunch for the world. Don't worry, he's still got mad love for Blue. Steve told DailyMail.com he's still got the original, red thinking chair in his Brooklyn apartment, though no word on where his handy-dandy notebook is stored. As Burns explained, there's no bad blood between him and Nickelodeon, and he cherishes the years he spent on set. Everyone wants there to be a dramatic answer as to why I left, and there's not, he revealed. I wish I had a cool answer for this, but I did it for like 7 years and it just seemed like time to go. It just seemed like the right time.